Walk through any parking lot and look at the roof. On many modern cars, a small black fin sits near the rear, shaped like a shark's dorsal fin. It is easy to mistake it for styling. The shape looks sleek, the surface matches the bodywork, and nothing about it seems mechanical. Yet that small housing may be one of the busiest communication points on the vehicle. While the car moves, components inside the fin may receive timing signals from navigation satellites, connect with cellular towers, pick up satellite radio, support a Wi-Fi hotspot, and help an emergency system send the vehicle's location after a crash. The old metal rod on the hood or trunk handled one main job: radio reception. The shark fin appeared because the modern car needed far more than that. To understand why it sits on the roof, why it has that shape, and what it does while driving, we need to look inside. Let's get into it right here on Simple Things Revealed. One housing, several antennas. The shark fin is better understood as a protective housing than as a single antenna. Inside, there may be several antenna elements, each designed for a different range of frequencies and a different purpose. The exact combination depends on the model, trim level, market, and equipment. A basic car might use the housing for one or two services. A highly connected model may combine GPS, cellular data, satellite radio, Wi-Fi, and emergency communication in the same space. The GPS element receives precisely timed broadcasts from satellites 20,000 kilometers above Earth. By comparing timing information from several satellites, the receiver can calculate the vehicle's position. A cellular element communicates with ground-based towers, sending and receiving data much like a smartphone. That link can deliver live traffic, online services, remote functions, or internet access for passengers. Another element may receive satellite radio, sometimes with help from terrestrial repeaters in urban areas where buildings block signals from above. Placing these elements close together takes careful engineering. Their size, shape, position, and orientation affect performance. A poor arrangement can create interference. A good one allows several systems to share a palm-sized enclosure without the driver noticing the work happening above. Why the old metal rod disappeared. For much of the 20th century, the familiar whip antenna was enough. A long metal rod on the hood, fender, or trunk received AM and FM broadcasts. The design was simple, but it came with annoyances. At highway speeds, air moving around the rod could make it vibrate. On some vehicles, the vibration produced a faint whistle that seemed to come from nowhere. The antenna also projected into the airflow, adding a small amount of drag. Car washes created a more obvious problem. Rotating brushes could bend a fixed rod or catch a motorized antenna that had not been retracted. Parking garages, low branches, vandalism, and accidents could damage it. Drivers accepted those weaknesses because the antenna still did its job. Then the car's communication needs changed. Navigation systems required GPS reception. Satellite radio used different frequencies. Cellular connections brought live traffic, online services, software updates, and emergency calling. Some vehicles added Wi-Fi for passengers. One external rod could not efficiently serve every system. Giving each function its own visible antenna would have cluttered the body with separate modules exposed to weather, impact, and airflow. Engineers began combining those functions under one durable cover. The result was shorter, harder to damage, easier to seal, and better suited to modern vehicle design. The fin became useful because the car had evolved from a machine with a radio into a machine that needed several wireless connections at once. Why it sits on the roof. The roof gives many antennas their best practical location. GPS signals arrive from satellites spread across the sky. The receiver benefits from a position with as little obstruction as possible. Mounting the antenna low behind a bumper or deep inside the cabin would allow more of the vehicle's metal structure to block the signal. The roof is usually the highest, clearest point on the car. From there, a GPS element can detect satellites as the vehicle moves. Satellite radio benefits from the same advantage. Its signals also arrive from above. A roof-mounted element begins with a wider view and less metal in the way. The housing is made from radio-transparent plastic, allowing signals to pass through while protecting the components from rain, dust, sunlight, and car wash brushes. Its tapered shape also serves a practical purpose. Air moves around a rounded fin more smoothly than around a square box. The aerodynamic benefit is modest, but the design reduces turbulence, avoids sharp edges, and makes the housing less likely to snag. The base must seal tightly against the roof because the antenna often sits above an opening for cables and connectors. Water reaching that opening could damage electronics or enter the headliner. Inside, the elements are arranged according to their jobs. A GPS patch antenna usually lies flat and faces upward. Cellular elements may stand vertically or at an angle. Engineers must fit these parts together while preserving enough separation for reliable performance. Some manufacturers hide antennas in glass, mirrors, spoilers, dashboards, or body panels. Those solutions work for certain signals and designs. Still, metal roofs and some heat-reflective or metal-coated windows can weaken reception. A plastic housing above the roofline remains a dependable compromise between visibility, durability, and signal quality. What it does during an ordinary drive. Imagine that the navigation screen warns you about traffic and offers a faster route. The car can calculate a basic route from stored map data. Live information about congestion, crashes, road closures, and changing travel times usually arrives through an outside data connection. In many connected vehicles, the cellular antenna inside the fin helps maintain that link. The same connection may support remote services. A driver might check the car's location, lock the doors from an app, send a destination to the dashboard, or find charging stations. They depend on communication between the vehicle and an outside network. Passengers using an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot rely on a similar chain. Their phones connect to the car over Wi-Fi. The vehicle reaches the internet through its cellular system, using an external roof antenna to improve reception. Meanwhile, the GPS element supplies position data. Navigation, speed calculations, emergency location, and some driver assistance functions may use that information. Satellite radio, when fitted, brings another stream into the housing. The receiver processes the broadcast and sends audio to the entertainment system. All of this happens without visible movement. The fin remains in place while several independent systems exchange information above the roof. The driver sees a route change, a strong data connection, or a station name on the screen. The small housing that helped make those services possible rarely enters the conversation. The radio twist and the emergency link. The most surprising detail is that the shark fin may not handle ordinary AM and FM radio at all. On many modern cars, those broadcasts are received by thin conductive lines embedded in the rear windshield. They can sit beside or be integrated with the defroster grid. Other vehicles place radio antennas in side glass, spoilers, or hidden body locations. The old metal rod disappeared, but its original job did not always move into the fin. In some cars, the roof housing took over newer satellite and cellular functions while the glass inherited traditional radio reception. Emergency communication adds a more serious role. Since March 31, 2018, newly approved types of passenger cars and light commercial vehicles in the European Union have been required to include the 112-based eCall system. When a severe collision is detected, eCall can contact emergency services automatically and send essential information including the vehicle's location. This matters when occupants are injured, disoriented, or unable to reach a phone. The fin is one part of that chain. Crash sensors detect the impact. A control unit decides whether to place the call. GPS provides location data. Cellular equipment connects to the network. Microphones and speakers allow communication with an operator when occupants can respond. The roof antenna may provide the external link that allows the damaged car to reach help. A small plastic shape that seems decorative can therefore support something more important than entertainment or convenience. Seconds after a crash on an empty road, it may help send the message that brings an ambulance to the right place. The car that talks. The shark fin appears passive. It simply sits on the roof. Inside, it may be listening for satellite timing signals, exchanging data with cellular towers, receiving broadcasts, and connecting those outside sources to the systems in the cabin. Its history mirrors the transformation of the car itself. A vehicle once needed an engine, controls, lights, and a radio. Modern cars still need those things, but many now locate themselves, receive live information, connect passengers to the internet, communicate with phone apps, download data, and call for assistance. The fin is a compact and practical answer to that demand. It gathers several wireless functions into one protected position with a clear view beyond the vehicle. Not every shark fin contains the same equipment, and some are simple. Others are crowded with technology. A few may even be partly decorative on versions that use hidden antennas elsewhere. The visible shape alone cannot reveal the exact hardware underneath. What it does reveal is the direction cars have taken. The modern automobile no longer moves through the world in isolation. It listens, receives, reports, updates, and responds. Much of that communication passes through a piece of equipment most people never think to question.